Hey everybody! So I decided to do a vlog update because I've not been really live streaming recently. I've been really busy. So I figured I'd do a vlog update instead of like a written update. So I'm still working on projects. I've got my 2019 personal project that's kind of on hold for a little bit. I got 2 or 3 shoots done with that, and then I've had another project kind of take over. And this other project should have been done already, but because I started a new job and I have like full-time hours at that job, I don't get a lot of time to really work on it. So finally today I had Saturday off, I had Sunday off, and I have today off. So I kind of got a lot of stuff done Saturday and Sunday that I needed to get done. So today I can actually shoot. So I'm working on part of a personal project for some friends in their clothing company. So that's kind of taking precedent right now. So I've got a couple studio shots done of products. I'm doing lifestyle shots today. And then the last thing I'll have to do, which I'll have to do another day, is the remaining studio shots for the remaining products. So hopefully I can spend maybe next Monday, that's my goal, doing the studio shots for the rest of the socks and clothing products and everything else I gotta get shot, and then that will be done for now. Which will be kind of perfect timing because I also have my fabric for my season 311 costume coming in hopefully this week, if not next week. So I really want to start working on that as soon as possible. I have to still take the pattern that I've already got and alter it and try to do like a mock-up with some other fabric before I even start working on the actual final product. So I do need to have time to do that as well. Oh, sorry, I'm still not awake. As you can see, I got my big cup of Demogorgon coffee. This is powering me through the morning, not very well. So I actually just already set up for my lifestyle photos. I actually went out to the store this morning because I had to get cat food, and I ended up going ahead and getting some just plain flat sheets. I got a white and I got this really pretty like lavender that I'm going to use for another product on the backdrop because I didn't want to buy like a whole seamless, and it's kind of a cheap way to do a backdrop when you're on a budget and you don't need anything big. So I got my, I got a white sheet, and I actually laid that over an armchair and an ottoman, and then I kind of like shoved some pillows around and then put like another like fuzzy blanket over that, and have my boom stand with my camera on it, and I kind of angled everything, put some white cards up, put a, I have a really cool colored ring light, so I have it set to teal right now. I might set it to white, but the teal looks really nice because it's just like kind of like a cool tone without it being like in your face intense color. I am working on my next original content shoot. I've kind of got a few ideas for that. I was thinking of doing something with like white makeup, like doing like my white mascara, maybe like paler just tones, and doing like a short silver wig. But the outfit I haven't figured out quite yet, and I'm almost wondering if I might incorporate the makeup and hair for that into like an outfit that I've been kind of eyeballing. I have a couple different space themes that I want to do with different outfits, and so I might go ahead in the next couple weeks and start ordering stuff for those outfits, because this is what I really wanted to do. I kind of, it's almost like I want to do like product photos, but not really. I want to just have like cute outfits to work with to kind of create like a character and a look, and then go from there. So yeah, I'm just looking at my calendar because I got really lucky and got 3 days off this weekend, but I'm going to be working, let's see, this coming week I've got over 36 hours. The following week I've got, I wrote it down, I've got over 38 hours, so I'm gonna be dead. Yeah, I'm still trying to plan out some shoots with friends. Like, I'm not shooting anymore. Like, people ask me that. They're like, "Are you still shooting?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I am." I just literally have had like no time since I started this job because I've been trying to play catch up with so much stuff. And then now with a new costume on my table, I still have to finish Bitch in 11, which I actually went out and got the bandana for my wrist. I went and got the black shirt, her undershirt that's white. And then the only thing I have left to do is I need to get the socks that she wears, and I need to get jeans. And I actually should have done that when I was at the store this morning, but I'm so tired I couldn't think about it. So I'll get that done soon. I have a friend of mine who I did an 11 shoot before several months ago, and she just finished her Bitch in 11, so I'm like, hey, you want to shoot? And I'm planning to shoot with her for an Umbrella Academy shoot too. But once I feel a little more settled in, once I feel a little more caught up with everything, I still have to also go through the room I use for my studio, and I'm going to be taking pretty much a ton of the stuff off the shelves that I have in there, going through everything, seeing what I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to go through all my clothes because I have a ton of clothes, donate those. I just want to make some space in my bedroom for, I can't really show them to you guys, but they're like these shelves, but they're just like cubbies. And they're great for displaying stuff, but they also, you can get like foldable little cubby boxes and you just shove them in there and can put stuff in them. So I'm thinking I'm going to phase out my dresser, use 2 of those at least stacked on top of each other, if not 3 stacked. So I can put all my clothes like in the bottom ones and then start displaying a bunch of stuff. Like I have a bunch of my Stranger Things stuff displayed in the one that I have in here, but I would rather use the one I have in here for like video games, DVDs, consoles, and hard drives, thumb drives, anything like that. I'd like to be able to keep that in a drawer and not like spread out on my desk or in the big ass box behind me. Yeah, that box. So yeah, that's another thing I gotta do. That's kind of high on my list. So once I can do all that, that means I can pull a lot of stuff out of the closet in our spare room where I have my studio set up, and I can then display the stuff that I have stored on my shelves, and then I can take a lot of things that are kind of just out and in the way, and I can put those into the closet and then hopefully free up some space. I mean, it's still very cramped in there, but I'm hoping that maybe I could get rid of enough stuff to actually break down an entire set of steel shelving that I have set up, because that would make a bit more room for me, and I might be able to get a slightly larger backdrop. Like I've got a really, really wide dark gray one right now. I think it's actually at its end, if I'm not mistaken, and it's too wide to put in my room, in my studio space, how I have it right now. So I'm just trying to kind of figure out what I can do, because I want to start bringing people in to actually shoot, and I want to make it easier for myself as well. So we'll see. I might be able to, like I said, take a whole one of those shelves down, like totally take it apart, maybe slide one of the other shelves over that I actually use, or move everything over to the one further away, and then maybe I can set up my studio so I'm actually have a little more distance between me and the backdrop. But we'll see. It won't be any sort of setup I can really keep set up, but that's kind of what I'm working towards, is maybe I can have everything, so maybe I have a space in my closet where I don't really want to break down my light stands, but I can just kind of like shove them in the closet with the lights still on them or something. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out, and it's kind of overwhelming, if I'm being honest. I'm kind of like, I know I need to do it, and then I don't, and I need to, and other stuff keeps coming up too. So yeah, I'm really tired today. And I really just think I'm going to have to request like a Tuesday off, because that's what I'm thinking of requesting, like a Tuesday, Wednesday off at some point, just so I can have Sunday with Dylan, because Sundays are the only day we get to really see each other. Sunday with Dylan, Mondays for like my chores and everything, and start going through the back room. Tuesday would be for continuing to go through everything, so maybe starting to put stuff back, and Wednesday could even be like putting up the shelving, or even do that on Tuesday, putting up the shelving and just getting everything kind of organized. But it's really something that's going to take me a few days. Like, I've done this kind of thing before, and that's just how it is. So I really want to do that before I get too much into other shoots. Because I do miss when we lived in the Keys, we had this big back room or big spare room that I kind of took over and was able to just leave all my gear up all the time. So setting up for a shoot wasn't a huge pain. And right now it kind of sucks. And I don't have a lot of room. So it's very, very limited. And I don't have keys to the studio anymore in Oviedo. So if I want to use the studio on a Monday, I have to coordinate with someone else to let me in, and it's like a whole thing. And the owner doesn't really want us using the studio for personal use, and that part of the studio I'd want to use is within the camera range, like where it can see. So it's just like I haven't been using the studio. However, I've been really thinking about getting just like a seamless in the colors that I need, taking them in, setting up my backdrop stands, and just shooting in the back of the studio. But that's also a lot of work. So I don't know. I have no plans on going to conventions. Okay, I was making sure I was still recording. I have no plans for any conventions. I was really trying. I was going to start going again to conventions and shooting more, but I'm going to be honest, it's just not my thing. I know a lot of people who love going to conventions, who love shooting there, and I totally understand, like, that is your thing. That's where you get your mojo from, is your excitement from being at the conventions. It's very fast paced. You have to really think on your feet, and you have to really have good time management. And while I have all that, it's just, that's not fun to me. I feel really stressed out. I don't feel like I can do my best work, and I feel very stressed. As I said, it's just like very much like go, 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 go. And it's just one little thing can throw you off for the whole day. And it's, no. It's just not worth it to me. I would rather spend the time setting up a shoot that I'm really excited for and making sure I do it right. And even if that takes like all day, I would rather do that than go, 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 go. I don't like that. So I'm just trying to work within my own means and what works for me and what's gonna make me happy and help me produce the best work that I can. But that doesn't mean that I don't want to work with people. I actually had a friend of mine set up a photo shoot and invited a bunch of people out to shoot and participate, and I was super excited for it, and it happened to be a day I worked, and I was like, oh, and I'm really sad because I see the photos, I'm like, they're so cool. It wasn't anything big or major, but it looked really fun, and I'm like, I want to do more stuff like that. I want to get together with more people and start collaborating stuff, but I feel like I really do have something I have to do on my own, which is these original content shoots for myself. So to what end, I'm not sure. I have this need to do them, and wherever that takes me, it takes me. So I'm gonna try to enjoy the journey. I'm looking in the next, hopefully, couple weeks to start ordering things that I can use for more original content shoots. The biggest thing is like the environments and stuff for the setups. And that kind of brings me to one other thing, is I'm most likely going to have to get a storage unit to start storing things. Some of it's going to be larger set pieces like I've got at the studio right now that I can't pick up with my car. I have to borrow my dad's van because they're too big. And they're really awkward to try to keep in my house. So I'm going to be looking into getting possibly a temperature controlled storage unit, so that way when I'm either, I was actually thinking I could even set up a mini studio in the storage unit and have stuff kind of set up there that I can use for shoots, and then it's all contained, and these wouldn't be paid shoots, this would be like my original content stuff. and then that way it's all contained. And even if I don't use it that way, I still have like all my set stuff, and I can just go pick it up, bring it here, and then use it, and then go take it back. And I think that could work really, really well. So I'm definitely going to be looking into that too. Money. Yeah. So I actually came up with a really cute idea for a photo shoot. Actually, one day when I was falling asleep, and I like went over and over and over and over it in my head to make sure that I wouldn't forget the shoot, so I could write it down the next morning. So I have a really cute one in mind. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the hair, because I think I know what I want to do, but it's like I could do it with my hair, but I've never done this style before, and I don't want it to look like crap. So I might get a wig. Ooh, more wigs. Luckily, there's a lot of wig stores where I live, so I have no shortage. So on that note, I have plans. I have stuff going on. I promise I'm not just fuck photography. No, definitely not. I'm still doing it. I'm really itching to shoot. I have a friend of mine who I'm going to be doing a Sailor Saturn shoot for, but I'm just like, I can't do any shoots yet. I need to get past these product photos that I need to do, and at the very least finish those. And then I need to work on my next costume for 11, because I know as soon as I'm able to start working on that, I'm going to have a limited time, or I'm going to be motivated, so I need to take advantage of that limited time. So that's why I'm trying to do as much shooting today as possible, at least getting all of the lifestyle shots done for these products, so that way all I have are, I think, 4 different ones to shoot in studio. And I'm actually going to be testing out one of the products with a like a lavender background, because I was thinking like, okay, I could gel my black background purple, but it might not be the right tone of purple. It might go too dark, which is what I'm worried about. Or it might just not be the kind, I might not be able to get the light to do exactly what I want without having a light stand directly behind me, because I'm the model, which would mean more editing. And I don't want to do that. I like to make it as easy as possible. So I was like, well, I could buy a purple seamless. No. Now I have to wait for that to arrive. I have to attach it onto my backdrop stand, and now I have a whole nother backdrop I have to keep track of, and I barely have space for the ones I have until I can clean out that closet. So while I was at Walmart today, I needed a white sheet, and I ended up being able to get a really pretty lavender one as well, and they were like $11 for queen size. So I was like, sure, let me get that. So I'm going to be trying that out with one of the pairs or one of the products I've got, because I think lavender will really work well with it, because I also have a product I want to shoot, but I want to do it with a green, but I'm kind of thinking I might do like a green tie-dye look, like different tones of green. So I might look into that, because I could end up using this sheet this white sheet that I'm using today, as I could basically just reuse it and tie-dye it into different tones of green, and I think that would work really, really well for this other pair of socks that I'm going to be shooting. And then the last 2 pairs that I've got are a little trickier because they're really themey, like really specific. And I kind of want a Grey Goose bottle, but I don't really drink that much, so I don't really want to spend the money on one. So if anyone has a Grey Goose bottle that's empty that they don't mind letting me borrow or keep, hit me up. Otherwise, yeah, I'm trying to not overthink these, but I have an idea for what I want to do, and I might just end up having to do some photo manipulation to make it work, but we'll see. So yeah, I'm staying very, very busy. The next thing I'm going to be working on, kind of in between all of this chaos, is I'm also going to be working on another fabric design. So I just finished up the one for 11 from season 3, which was it was like a black background with these big crazy neon shapes. So the next one I'm going to be working on is the like gold or yellow and black design she has on her t-shirt for Battle 11. So that's my next thing as well. I actually like set up my template in Photoshop for it, and now I just have to start actually working on it, which is gonna take a while. I actually like keep opening it up to work on it, and then I'm just like, this is overwhelming, and then I don't work on it. So, all right, I've rambled enough, and yeah, so that's what I've been up to. That's what's going on, and yeah, if anyone wants to help me if anyone wants to help me by donating to my Ko-fi, I do have a donation thing set up there. So if you want to help me make these personal shoots happen faster, so I can purchase the different clothing items, set items, as well as different equipment for my camera and photo gear in general. I do need some more speed lights. I'm also looking into getting more boom stands and some different modifiers, as well as some really cool filters. They're like $100, and I've been holding off purchasing them because there's a second set of a different design from the same company coming out, and I want to buy them at the same time. So yeah. Anyway, so go donate to my Ko-fi if you haven't, and you want to support me and help me make these happen a little bit faster. Otherwise, I have to wait and make sure I have the money to be able to afford everything for each shoot. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Oh, goodness. I'm so sleepy. All right, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will catch you later. Bye.